Hello!
And welcome to today's video. It's not right. Today we will be reviewing and discussing Hercules.
Oh.
I can't do it.
Right, Hercules. Hercules is exactly what it does on the tin. If you know the Greek mythology story...
It's nothing like that.
Yeah, to a point. So, Hercules is the son of Zeus. Hades isn't happy with that, so tries to kill him. Fails, so Hercules ends up kind of a half god, half human, stuck on Earth.
He's a demigod.
Yeah, demigod. Ends up in like this Greek city where he's the weird one because he's really strong. I never understood in the film why they picked on him because he was insanely muscular. That seems like a really
he's not
flawed...
muscular, is he? He's strong, but he's not muscular.
Yeah, well, it's like, I just still think it was a bit of a silly move on all of his bullies' part. Luckily, he's a nice bloke, so he didn't punch him into the ground. Eventually, pegs onto the fact that he deserves to be a god, so has to do these trials. Hades doesn't want him to complete the trials, tries to stop him along the way using...
various monsters.
And a female.
Meg.
I just want to say shut up, Meg, but no Family Guy jokes in this video.
I love Meg so much.
Yeah. Where should we start with this one?
Hades.
The villain again. Hades is
the best villain.
Renaissance. I don't know. Renaissance is hit and miss with the villains. They have some of the better ones like Scar
Ursula.
and Hades and Ursula.
Storm.
I think some of the classics probably go down a little bit stronger. But hey, Hades is definitely one of the ones that gives the Renaissance its bite.
I love Hades. I am into Greek mythology, so I like Hades from Greek mythology anyway. I especially like this Hades because he's funny.
I like James Woods, so casting him as the villain is brilliant. It's just James Woods all over. It's just that fast talking, like slightly self-depreciating villain.
Yeah.
I like that he's not all strong. Like sometimes he's like a little bit of a comedy figure, but he is also scary. So he finds the balance.
I agree with his plan, kind of. I see his point. Because basically the whole reason why Hades has a plan to take over Mount Olympus because he was given the job of looking after the dead in the underworld by his brother Zeus. He has that job all the time while all the other gods get to live up on Mount Olympus and basically do nothing. His plan is to take them over, but as the fates reveal, if Hercules lives, he will stop Hades. So Hades' plan is to make Hercules mortal and then kill him. Admittedly, probably didn't have to do this as a baby, but yeah.
Yeah, the thing with Greek mythology is that it's way less clear-cut than this film makes it out. But this film kind of goes, right, Zeus is the good god, Hades is the bad god.
Zeus is not, okay?
Okay, but...
Like, the one thing that this film managed to just completely neglect was that Hercules is definitely not Zeus's only child. He is probably Zeus's only child by Hera, his wife.
Yeah, okay, but we can't get into that for this film. Hercules, again, is a film that I think is more designed for the adults. Not in how it's dark. This is Disney getting back to fun, which
There's a lot of adult jokes in this.
It's all about Greek mythology, and like even Danny DeVito's Fawn. Yeah,
he's a satyr.
He's a satyr, beg your pardon. But he's done like the whole like boxing kind of helper, like in the Rocky films, and I love that. That's phenomenal and such a clever way of like telling the story. But I'm a little bit like, would the kids get that? I mean, it makes me very happy. I thought it was brilliant, but I'm like, should I give that good marks because it's kind of an adult joke? I don't know.
Phil. I love Phil. I liked Phil as a kid because he was this funny like half goat, half man thing.
Yeah. I mean, I think Danny DeVito's quite good an actor to the point where he can make it funny on two levels. It's funny as like slapstick humour, and like just how his voice and his impression. But
Yeah.
then there's also more character there that obviously stems from like adult pop culture, like the Rocky films, that I really appreciate. It's worse on two levels.
You have the cute Disney animal returns with Pegasus. I guess he's not really a cute Disney animal, but he's the animal psychic that has personality.
Yeah, Pegasus is good fun. A little bit like the carpet. But yeah.
Pain and Panic, the sidekicks.
Yeah,
babies.
yeah, they're good. They're good fun. Again, there's always like the wimpy sidekicks. I think Pain and Panic are like, while I appreciate the names, it's good fun.
They are rubbish at their jobs. They are so rubbish at their jobs.
It kind of bleeds into like the Bat in Basil, Joanna and Rescuers Down Under. Like,
Pain
there's
and
a
Panic have a lot. They do more though, and they have more personality. And some of the better quotes of the film come from them.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. For me, Hercules was all about the monsters. That Hydra scene, like...
Yeah, which was apparently the hardest thing for the animators that they had to animate in that film.
So now, historically, we're getting up to the part of Disney where I'm old enough to remember their release. Like, Tarzan was the first film I saw in the cinema, and
Yeah,
Hercules,
I remember Tarzan as well.
Hercules, I remember being young enough that I didn't really know what Disney was, but I remember the advertising anywhere. I used to go to like play parks, and Hades used to be the theme, and Hercules used to be the theme. And I remember
the McDonald's toys for this.
Yeah, so that was kind of what I'm clinging on to. I remember the Hydra really fascinated me as a kid, to the point where for a long time Hercules was just that one scene to me. I really appreciated that. I think it's just a cleverly done scene.
Yeah, so this was like at the time when I had a local Disney store, which I definitely don't remember Hercules in the local Disney store because I was like 2. But coming up to the films that we're about to get up to, my local Disney store, which was a proper old Disney store, like please look those up on the internet, they were amazing. It had a cinema screen in the back that would just play like scenes from whatever film was like the latest film, and I remember it playing the Hydra scene a lot.
Yeah, it was a good. It's just very visually stunning. And then when I grew up, it was the Titans were good fun. Like again, a bit of Greek mythology. They're done so loosely. They're not really the Titans as Greek mythology fans know them, but they make for good villains.
Yeah. Meg. Should we get on to Meg?
Yeah, Meg again, probably a little bit too sexualized for her own good. Like she.
I mean, I wanted to be Meg so much. I love her.
It's weird because technically she's just as helpless as most of the Disney characters, but she doesn't recognise the fact she's helpless. She's just there sassing a god throughout the entire film, like as though Hades doesn't have the power just to set fire to any moment. Meg doesn't care.
But even though he technically owns her, like he owns her soul. So Meg's backstory, the reason why she's so sassy and fabulous and man-hating, is because she had a boyfriend who was dying. She sold her soul to Hades in order to make sure that he didn't die, and then he ran off with another woman. I love Meg so much. Like, I swear Disney made me gay with these characters. Like, Esmeralda and Meg is like, yeah, definitely the reason why I like girls.
Like, I think Meg's like a fun one. I think it's good. I quite like how Hercules is like, do I do the right thing or like the female? Like, it's interesting.
And she dies. Like you say, she doesn't realise how like helpless she is. She literally dies at one point in the film. Spoilers, sorry. This whole thing's a spoilers. Yeah, she is killed and Hercules brings her back. That's how he becomes a god. By jumping into the lake of souls, river of souls, and bringing her back from the dead.
Yeah. My one bugbear with Hercules is that I think it is a story that means quite a lot. But the thing is like, there's so much to the character of Hercules, like the real character of Hercules, that I don't think that... I really wish that Disney slowed down a little bit and took more time, but it wants to do the whole training montage, a little bit like how Sword and Stone...
Which, again, good songs. We have to come back to the songs in Hercules.
Yeah.
Go the Distance, good song.
Zero to Hero.
Zero to Hero, good song. The Muses, oh, I love them. And then you've got the training song, which I've just completely forgotten what it's called. Yeah, you can see my head working through the lyrics right now. One Last Shot, maybe. That's not it, but it'll come to me. Meg's song, I Won't Say I'm in Love. Classic song. Absolute classic. No villain song in this one, though.
Don't think it was needed.
No.
Yeah, I quite like the music. I mean, I like it more than I like Pocahontas and Hunchback, but I don't like it as much as I like Lion King, Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, and The Little Mermaid. So it's... I think Hercules is a slight improvement on this little tiny blip we've had in the Renaissance period. I think it's crawling back up there. Yeah, I like it well enough. Fun fact?
Fun fact. Hercules and Ariel are cousins, is my fun fact. Because Hercules is the son of Zeus, who is the brother of Poseidon, the god of the sea, and Triton is the son of Poseidon, who is Ariel's father. So they're second or third cousins. Yeah,
Cool.
fun fact.
Ratings?
I'm gonna let you go first.
A 6, but a higher 6 than I gave Hunchback, if that makes sense.
No.
A 6.5 if I could give that, but it was 6 because of sticking to the rules of this. What?
A 6.
Yeah, it's not. It's, you know, I like it well enough. I think.
Oh dear me. Sad times. I'm gonna give it a 9.
Okay. Right, we'll leave you on that note.
Yeah, have a magical rest of your day.